Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have come to the right place. I'd love it if you guys subscribed. One of my biggest goals and dreams is to be confused as a British person, bitch. I just want to be able to slay the accent, bitch. But you know what? I sound like a crazy person every time I try. So, I just really want to sound intelligent, bitch, because, you know, a lot of people tell me on here that I'm very, like, not intellectual, but I feel like every time I speak in a British accent, like, my GPA goes up. Is it GPS or GPA, bitch? One of those two, I don't know, bitch. I think it's my GPS goes up. No, wait, GPS. Hey, Google, what's my GPS? I don't know, bitch. Anyways, my GPA, GPS, HBO Max, I don't know, bitch. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I am Sebastian, and I welcome you with open arms. I'm so grateful that you clicked on this channel, on this video. Grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button, and because we got to talk about Meghan Markle shading, was it her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, in the past, bitch, okay? So listen, you know, here's the thing. When you are a celebrity, bitch, things are going to come out. Especially if you're in the royal family, honey. Like, oh no, bitch, your business will come out, okay? So listen, Meghan Markle, she has a blog. You guys know it's called The Tig. And in 2014, she wrote a post, a blog, and she was kind of shading Kate Middleton. And flash forward, I'm like, girl, that is your sister-in-law, bitch. But anyways, let me read this to you guys. It says here that, okay, so she was saying, I'm just gonna find like the whole thing that says, okay, so it says here, she says that she was unlike most girls who dream of being princesses and instead was focused on She-Ra, Princess of Power. She says, for those of you unfamiliar with the 80s cartoon reference, She-Ra is the twin sister of He-Man and a sword-wielding royal rebel known for her strength. We're definitely not talking about Cinderella here. And then she said that many adult women seem to hold on to their childish dream of becoming a princess. Grown women seem to retain the childhood fantasy. Just look at the pomp and circumstances surrounding the royal wedding and endless conversation about Princess Kate. You know, because in the beginning, she said she didn't really know much about the royal family. She didn't know much about Kate. She didn't know much about anything. And then this blog is coming out. So, of course, it's getting, you know, everywhere. Like, it's, like, everywhere right now, right? I don't think it's shade. I actually kind of, like, you know, I kind of agree with her. I mean, I don't think that she, you know, I mean, look. I'm one of those girls who, you know, I have always dreamt of being Cinderella. Like, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, you know, ever since I was a little boy, I would always love and pretend that I was a princess. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth. Like, I love that, you know, but I also think it's important to know that, you know, a man doesn't, you know, is not here to save you. You know what I mean? Because, like, look at the song Cinderella. I don't want to be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark old dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I don't want to be like Snow White, waiting for a handsome prince to come and save me. Oh no, we'll survive unless somebody's on my side. Don't want to depend on no one else. I'd rather rescue myself. I mean, that is what it's about, baby. Rescuing yourself, honey. You gotta rescue yourself. And, but I also, you know, I also do believe that it's okay if you want to be Cinderella. Like, it is so okay if you want to be rescued. I think it's okay to be and do whatever the fuck you want to do and be, all right? I think Meghan Markle definitely made it clear that she wants nothing to do with this royal family, honey. You know, she is definitely gone. A lot of people strongly dislike Meghan Markle. And, you know, a lot of people believe that she is the reason that, you know, Prince Harry is, you know, no longer there, and he gave up all of his, you know, royalness things, and, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think that Prince Harry has been over this situation for many years. I watched this documentary of Diana that they were literally in, like, you know, when they were not doing any kind of royal obligations and they were just being kids and they were on vacation or, you know, they did not have to be on. They always had to be on. when they didn't have to. So on vacation, when they were playing with their friends, like all of these things. So I feel like, you know, the pressure that these kids had, Prince Harry and William, that they had, you know, I think that it definitely does, you know, bring in trauma. And I think that Harry, had, like he said, he does blame, you know, the paparazzi, and he does blame the circumstances, you know, that they were in, that they, you know, ended their mother, right? And I think Prince Harry was looking for a way to get out. I think Prince Harry was definitely just waiting for a chance, waiting for a sign, waiting for something to come out so he can get out of that establishment, because that's what it's called, bitch, the establishment. And I think Meghan, you know, I feel like Meghan would have stayed if Prince Harry would have asked. Because, you know, if you put yourself in that situation, you also have to say, like, look, you know, my husband did not choose this life. He was born into it and he respects it and he wants to stay. I'm going to do my very best, but I need to make sure that my kids don't have that same upbringing. So I will, you know, build up the boundaries, build up the walls that I have to protect my kids. And the establishment is just going to have to, we're going to have to meet halfway. You know, that's what I would have done. I would have been like, look, I know you have your rules, but I have my rules with my children. All right. And with the establishment, you know, with the royal family and the whole thing, I just don't think that they it's either black or white. There's A or B. There's no C, right? There's no middle ground for them. It's like you either follow all of our rules or you get out. And that's very sad because, like, as time goes by, you have to be able to be a little more flexible because, you know, not everybody is going to want to follow your fucking rules. You know what I mean? And I feel like had they been, you know, allegedly, you know, they were not very nice to Meghan, you know, there was alleged racism there and so many other things that happened. I think that if they would have just been, you know, cool and understanding and nice and more flexible, I feel like things would have definitely have changed. But I think just Prince Harry didn't want to give his children the upbringing that he had, which is totally understandable. And I think that Princess Diana fought until her last days to try and give them the most normal upbringing, but because of the circumstances, it's unbelievable that. Oh God! I was like, girl, the aliens are here, bitch. It's unbelievable, you know. It's outrageous to ever think that, you know, they're gonna change because they have their rules, they have their way of thinking, and you know, I'm sorry, you guys, but like, you know, I don't know much about them, but I feel like family has to come first, you know, and I feel like they could have definitely maybe met halfway. But I think that the abuse that these kids had to endure, the lack of freedom and the lack of everything, you know, I saw in their docu-series that when Harry was in Africa, that's the freest he's ever been because he didn't have to do any obligations. He didn't have to do, like, you know, any appearances. And I think he said that he did enjoy it, that he enjoyed to see the people, but he just didn't enjoy the fact that, you know, their privacy was not respected and that, you know, they couldn't really have a life because they had to literally give their lives to the establishment. So, so I agree. I mean, I agree with people saying, you know, I don't think this is a shade. I don't think this is it. But some people are taking it very serious. And they're saying that Meghan already had like this, you know, preconceived notion with Kate Middleton. And that she went in already with like dislike in her heart. But like, I didn't know that a lot of people really did not like Meghan and Harry. Like a lot of people like William and Kate a lot more. Who do you guys like the most? Let me know in the comments. I think all we can agree is that Princess Diana was just such an icon. And, you know, I saw this comment the other day saying that the only way out was her death, and that would have been literally, that is the only way out, and she, you know, that she's sort of like at peace now. But I just think that, you know, I think the love she had for those children are, you know, is beyond words, and I think that it's just so sad that it's so sad. It's her story is so sad, you guys. Every documentary that comes out of Diana, I'm watching. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Well, anyways, you guys, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. And hip, hip, cheerio, bitches!